All right, guys, what is up? Just wanted to come on here and take you through a little video today on a couple different subjects. And really, just the topic of today is finding one or two repeatable scenarios that you can recognize that you can capitalize off of. Today, I woke up and the markets were tanking. One of my playbook trades, one of my textbook trades is finding a retest on a divergence and then taking that up to a predetermined level. So I had my naked daily point of control here at 71,600. We did not get a reaction there. I had another predetermined zone here and I saw a bounce. Once I saw the bounce, I saw the retest, and the retest was on a divergence showing trap traders in here. This, for me, is something I'm always looking for. I'm always looking at these predetermined levels, and I don't need to long it. I don't need to short it. I just need to recognize a repeating scenario where I have the odds in my favor of what's going to happen next. So I want to show you a little bit about what happened right here. So for this, I use exo charts, right? And so you can see that right here was that initial bounce. I saw the open interest increase with high volume and negative delta. After that, we came down, we saw the retest. The retest was on a decrease of CVD. So CVD was going down, 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 down. Price was going up, 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 up. And so I didn't have to think about it. I took the long, and my target for the long was the initial first place where we didn't see a reaction. Something that should act as support, that doesn't act as support, typically is back tested and acts as resistance. So for me, I took this trade right here at this retest, and I took it for 1%, 10x, 10%. That was it. I was done with my day. Well, later on, we ended up kind of ranging, and then we SFP'd into another naked daily point of control, naked weekly point of control. And actually, I'm still in this trade right now. So let's go look at this right here. Let's go. I haven't even looked at this because I just got home and I just got on the computer. So I want to go look at this here, and I want to see who is in here. And then furthermore, on the next bounce, I want to see what the reaction is. So as you can see here, here's the low. On the low, it was a decrease of open interest. It wasn't really on high volume, but it was having some negative delta. And since then, it's kind of flat. Actually, there is a little bit of a divergence here. As you can see, price is going lower, lower. CVD is going lower, but price isn't going lower. So this is showing that there might be some absorption, but there really isn't any volume to speak of after this. So I am in this trade, stop loss below the low. This is one of my textbook trades. It just isn't an A+ trade. So with that being said, having a couple of plays, that's your job if you're going to be a trader. If you're a beginner trader and you're struggling, your job is to have a playbook and just have a couple of plays you run. Just a couple of things you look at, you recognize for it. In a football game, the coach is always looking for the defense to assign in a certain position, and then boom, he calls that play. The offense runs that play, right? You run that play over and over and over and over. Then you can start to get statistics on it. You can see where it needs tweaking, if it needs refinement. It's the same thing in everything, guys. If you're having trouble with your weight, you get a couple of programmed meals, 2 or 3 programmed meals, and you knock those out till you get your desired weight. If you're having problem in trading, you have a couple, 1, 2 playbooks that you just go to, that you're always looking at, and then you will start to see and you will start to uncover. The goal is to have a scenario that you have to take the trade if it shows up. No more guessing, no more wondering, no more thinking, no more keeping emotion in the mix. Anyways, other than that, guys, I wanted to say that today my AMP account was approved, and I'm going to be shifting from crypto to futures. And if you guys want, there is a very cool article here. Shout out to the Chart Champs on transitioning from crypto traders into futures, right? And there's a lot that goes into this. First off, you're going to have to refit your trading view into knowing contracts, right? You can have the ES continuous chart, right? This is the ES1 exclamation mark, right? This is your continuous chart. If you're going to be trading futures, you're going to want to start looking into contract tickers, right? So this is the most recent contract here. This is the ESM 2026. The M isn't for March. They have different letters in here. I have this blog here. If you guys want, shout out in the chat, message me, and I can send you this. But this is a step-by-step trade on getting everything going. If you want to transition from crypto to futures market, and really, I'll tell you that I've been watching these guys, and there's so much more liquidity. It's just amazing. You can really get in and out of trades really, really well. But this article goes in through everything. It goes into how to recognize the contracts, what the symbols stand for, transitioning from ticks, right? Usually you're used to percentage, but the ES micros and the minis run in ticks. Right here, it says it. For example, S&P 500 futures, 1 point equals 4 ticks. Each tick is worth $12.50 for an ES mini contract, and each tick is worth $125 for an ES micro contract. So typically, a contract costs $400 for a mini and $50 for a micro, and you trade these contracts. The transition from crypto to futures might be a little bit of adjustment because people are used to perpetual contracts, right? They have an 8-hour window where it rolls over and you're paying a funding rate. Well, there's none of that in futures, right? You have a contract, the contract expires. You have to think about which contract people are trading the most liquidity. But I'll tell you that in the months and months and months that I've been studying, tracking, and really just watching this money heavily, I can tell you that if you're a seasoned crypto trader, you should really think about transitioning into the futures market. I'll tell you, AMP is a great platform. I really like it. From there, you're going to have to get into what your data feed is going to be. So your CQG, your Rhythmic. Personally, with me, I'm going to be linking up the CQG to my ATAS. Now, maybe you don't have ATAS, maybe you can't afford ATAS, but you can link your AMP account through your TradingView. So you can trade directly through TradingView. Anyways, guys, I'm still going to be trading Bitcoin, still going to be giving the skinny here on Bitcoin, teaching you guys how to trade, showing you guys how to get profitable, and showing you my journey on how to get profitable. But other than that, you can expect a lot more futures TA, futures breakdowns of trades, and really just setting up and running a playbook on how to be profitable in the futures market. Anyways, I'm not going to kind of go through Bitcoin TA right now. I'll probably do that in the morning. You can see here we had a sharp move to the downside. We do have another naked daily point of control here at 640. Actually, no, I need to refresh this. So yeah, I'm not going to bother with all that. I will be coming with the daily update. Stay tuned for a lot of good stuff coming in the future, and be safe out there, you know.